Hello everyone, my name's Ulister and welcome to another episode of Hardcore Minecraft Season 2. Doesn't it look magnificent? Doesn't a full set of netherite everything just look so majestic? Ah, what a magnificent sight. And of course, now that I've got the full set, you know what this means, don't you? I can stop blowing the nether up, which I'm sure the piglins would be happy about, you know, causing endless earthquakes there. Alright, let's just pick. Wait, I gotta find empty spots. I'm like, this isn't easy without the hotbar. I didn't think this through. Now, full disclosure, I do still have my second pickaxe as diamond. I haven't upgraded that to netherite. But that's purely because if I keep it diamond, I then know which pickaxe I'm holding just by the color. I don't need to look at the enchants on it. So if I'm holding the netherite one, I know it's Silk Touch. If I'm holding the diamond one, I know that it's Fortune 3. And I won't accidentally, you know, break a block or whatever when I'm not supposed to. But what are we doing here today? Well, you see, I'm kind of getting tired of having to constantly move back and forth from my house all the way over there to come all the way over here to work on whatever project I'm doing now. So what I'm thinking I might do today in this video is build a second house that I can just have here in this village somewhere, and then I don't need to go as far to get to work, as it were. You know, I can just step out of my house and I'm in the village, ready to go. I don't need to keep using a rocket to get back and forth to my house all the time, you know? So I need to decide where I'm going to build it. And then, of course, what I'm going to build it out of. But there's something else that I would like to do first. You see, off camera, I've been making progress with adding things to the greenhouse here. I've added a second floor, and I have not added a second set of potato farms like I originally said, because I kind of realized that if I was to do that, it would look very strange having like two tiers of like soil and stuff in here. That just wouldn't look right. So this second floor here is eventually going to look like a bit of arboretum with like flowers and vines and stuff everywhere. But I also kind of figured if there's going to be flowers up here, what better place to put the beehive / honey farm? I could put it here up against this side, and then I could have all the plants and stuff around the other side. I think I'm going to end up putting like pumpkins on here and watermelons over on that side. But generally speaking, there's going to be flowers everywhere. The bees are going to be nice and happy. And I think this is the best place for them to go. I was originally thinking of like putting them here. You know, sort of like making these stairs kind of go off to the side here and have a second floor above this. But I don't think there's enough room. Even if I put like another row of blocks here, for instance, there's not enough room between there and here to properly install a couple of beehives. Whereas over on this side, plenty of space. Now, I do know where a couple of beehives are near here, and the question is, do I just move the beehives over to the greenhouse, or do I craft my own and then kind of entice the bees to go over there? Because it would be a very, very easy thing for me to just come over here now and take this beehive, because I've got my Silk Touch pickaxe, and that's got honey in it. I could... Wait, what happens if you pick up a beehive that's got honey in? Does the honey come with it? Or have I just wasted the honey? No, the honey stays there. Nice. Okay. I think, honestly, we have to put the campfires down first. As weird as it may sound, because they have to go underneath the hives. And you don't want to find yourself in the spot where you've designed this brilliantly beautiful housing area for bees, and then you've realized, wait, where's the campfires gonna go? So I think we put these down first. I think we're gonna start with 5. We go in the middle. I'm assuming we're gonna be placing the back here, kind of thing. Although, if it's going to be up against a greenhouse, does it really matter? Could we put the beehives here against the glass directly? Because it's not like we're going to be going behind the actual housing itself, are we? It's going to be against the glass here. So I don't know what we're going to be doing. This is roughly what is going to be happening. Hi, B. Oh, that's a good point. You make a very good point, Mr. B. In that you need some flowers to collect from. I have completely overlooked this whilst I've been looking. Here you go. Here's some flowers. Some flowers for you. And then we're going to put a few more here as well. Make it look nice. And then over on this side... I didn't kidnap you, honest. Over on this side, we're going to do the same thing. Let me just do this. And then we can get some different colors over here. We're going to have some orange. We're going to have a pink kind of color. Then some more orange and some blue. And are you stuck? Are you stuck? Can I not do that? Do I need to, like, give you space to move? There you go. There you go. There you go. Go and find a flower. Don't go down there. That's not where the flowers are. I am kind of concerned that the bees are getting stuck, but like, see, this one knows what he's doing. This bee knows what it's doing. I have no idea why you're down there. I have no idea what you're doing. But it's confusing. Could you stop? Please. So, I've had to do a little bit of a redesign of how this works. Because it turns out the bees getting stuck on that block like they did earlier is a bug. And it's a pretty bad one. Because if you don't push them off the block yourself, or if they don't get nudged off by another bee, they take suffocation damage when they're stuck. And they will eventually die. So... that's bad. We can't have that, which is why I've got 2 more actual beehives here now, because, well, one of my bees died, and I had to go and get some more hives to get more bees, so I can start breeding them. But what I've done is I've moved the campfire down a block, so I could have this, well, that's not really accurate. I've moved the beehives up a block, is more correct, so that this block here isn't right next to the hive, and because of that I've had to put trapdoors over the campfires just to make sure that the bees don't accidentally burn themselves on the campfires in any way. But I don't know if this is enough to pacify the bees. Part of me is thinking it should, because the smoke is still getting through, but a part of me is thinking it won't, because, well, it's still, like, something blocking the fire. Like, there's still something in between the hive and the campfire. So, I need to just test this quickly to see if I get stung. I don't. Okay, so that's fine. That's perfect. In that case, what I can do then is I can kind of just, I don't know, put like a half, put a stair there, I guess, if I wanted to. That might be a good thing to do. Not necessarily wood, though. Now that I know this works, I can think about what blocks I'm going to use. Because I did have to make a back section after all. Because otherwise, you'd be able to see through the greenhouse, through this gap here. And that would just look weird. So I need to think, do I want to make this out of stone? Or do I want to just keep everything wood for now? And kind of just try different combinations to see what works best. I think I'll do that. I think what I'll do is I will get rid of these 4 and maybe... let's put some dark oak logs down. See how that works. Because we've got birch stairs. We're using regular oak planks for the walls and stuff. So maybe throwing in some dark oak might break things up a little bit. I could also, actually thinking about it, I could do the same here. I could replace this with some more dark oak logs to give it a bit of a frame, and then, see, I'm kind of, I don't know why, I had the idea of putting, like, birch stairs there, but then I'm not sure if the bees can get through that. I'm not sure if the bees can get to their hives if I do that, so that might not be the best idea ever. What else can I do. Maybe if I replace, maybe I could replace these with the stone, with the deep slate. Maybe that'll do it. I mean, that's not terrible. It does make a bit more sense, considering, you know, there's fire there. And now I kind of want to do the whole thing. I kind of want to maybe even replace the dark oak with something stone related. I'm going to have to play around with this, see what I think works best. But for now, I think we need to find ourselves a spot to build our house. Because there are several options I have here. Like, I could maybe put my house on this little section here on the end to give myself like a sea view kind of, you know, oceanfront house kind of thing. I could replace these houses here with my house, because I need to change this anyway, because this is just a mess. Like, why do you have a hay bale right outside your door? Why do you not even have a door? Where is your door? You know, I give up trying to answer questions about this village. It's just strange. But I could do that. I could also maybe change this bit here, put my house down here. Maybe even get rid of those 3 houses. There's so many options I have, so it's a question of what do I want to do. If I did build my house here, I'd have to either completely connect this up with more dirt or build a bridge. I think a bridge is fancier, but it also kind of lends to it this more slightly isolated feeling. Like, oh, look at that guy, he's built his house way over there, away from the village. I think building it here on this little outcropping is the best idea. I've got plenty of space to work with. I'm not bothering any more villagers by building my house here. I don't need to, like, evict people whilst I'm doing it. And I think more importantly, by building it here, the chances of me randomly finding a villager in my house are incredibly slim. I'm thinking I might have it facing in this direction, and then maybe, like, some kind of balcony on the back of the house, overlooking the village kind of thing. That's what I'm currently thinking, but I'm not sure if that's how things will come out. We'll have to see what happens. And with that said, it's time for the montage. I am so happy with how this house has turned out. I am so pleased with this. And I'm really getting into using this roof style now. You know, similar to what I did with the window parts of the library, which I still need to figure out what to do with. But I'm really liking this. It gives you a lot more height without needing to make the house, you know, 50 blocks wide or whatever. So I'm liking this. This is good. Don't be surprised if you see a lot of this in things I do from now on. But over here we have the outside part of our chimney, which is gradiented. Gradiented? It's got a gradient on it going from black stone to deep slate and then up to stone. With a few cracked ones thrown in for a little bit of texture, a little bit of flavor. Then around the back here we have our logging area. This lever on this log here is supposed to... It's supposed to look like an axe. You know, that's been just thrown into a log and left there for future use. And then we have the railings here to act as straps holding the logs to the rest of the house. Oh, wait, hang on. That's not going anywhere. Now it will actually stay there. And then, of course, we have our little pond area here that we can see from the balcony there. I do want to eventually find some lily pads somewhere and place them in, as well as maybe grow the grass around the edge, put some flowers in here, you know, that kind of thing. I also kind of want to put some trees over on this side. Just one or two, not too many. You know, to kind of break up the openness of this area, if you will. I'm not quite sure what to do with this side yet, though. It's a little bit bare. I need to put a window here, because so far I've only got one window in the entire house. And I need more. And I'm thinking I might put one on this side, possibly where the stair goes up more than like the underground bit, which I'll get to in a minute. So maybe about there I'll put a window, and then put some framing around it, kind of similar to what I've done here with the birch fences. But we'll see, I need to think about that. And then, as is standard with the things I build, the inside is just, well, it's here. But no decorations. The bare minimum stuff for now. I need to bring over, or make a brand new furnace, actually, so I can smelt stuff while I'm here. But here's the inside part of the fireplace. I'm not 100% happy with this, but it does look a lot better than when it was the black stone and the deep slate here, because it was a little bit jarring going from wooden wall, stone fireplace, wooden wall. You know, going from wood to stone isn't an easy transition. Unless you're going from like floor to wall to ceiling, then it does kind of make sense and looks good. But yeah, I'm maybe going to play with this a little bit. I'm not entirely sure. There is like a window down here, as you may have seen from the outside, into the small basement area. I'm not sure what this area is actually going to be. My bed isn't going to remain here. It was just here while I was doing like the renovations to the rest of the house. Then of course we have our doors leading out onto the balcony, where we can look upon the rest of the village so far and down to the pond. Yes, this is nice. This is nice. I'm thinking I might move these up one block, because they're a little bit low down. And although it's not a massive problem, having the trapdoors kind of take up some of the view, I don't know. I might see what I can do with that. Move up a block, or maybe something else. Maybe move this down a block. That might also work, which I could do actually. Although it'll be weird coming up here for to get through the doors and then go back down again. You know, unless of course I move this step here round to this side, so then it's just like a straight walk across. That might work. That might work. We'll see. Again, it's something I'm going to have to mess around with and see how it comes out. And then, of course, up here we have the lone window at the top, looking out into the ocean, which is great. I'm liking this. I should really close these doors. Don't want the air to get out, even though it's got gaps in the door, but it's fine. So yeah, this is my new house. And that's about going to do it for this episode. We've built a miniature honey farm over in the greenhouse over there. We built a brand new house here, and things are starting to take shape. Hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.